Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am going to be doing a little workout this morning, and I'm going to just kind of have that b-roll going and showing as I talk you guys through my workout and my fitness goals and all of that, because I know we sort of touched on it in my last video, so we're just going to get a little bit deeper today. If you missed the video, I will leave a link up here for you guys to go and reference that and just get a little bit more insight as we dive into today. Long story short, TLDR, is that I feel like I have a really unhealthy relationship with even just the way that I brand my journey. I remember I had a series called Mission Lose 10 Pounds, Mission Lose 5 Pounds that have really, in a lot of ways, I think set an expectation on. My cat is hunting me right now. I'm watching you. I think I've just placed a strong expectation, and I think not everybody is gonna be as sensitive as I am. Look, I have a lot of things that I'm working through to not be so sensitive, but at the same time, I also wanna be kind and productive with myself and use words, especially like words of affirmation, to really guide me through this process. The new approach has been to call this my healing journey, and I feel like calling it that really removes the pressure. It has more of a holistic view. It's really about just bettering myself as opposed to, you know, a weight loss number or a transformation. It's really just like embracing health and really picking up habits that are best for me. And this healing journey has been about so much more than getting my 10K steps in, so much more than hitting the gym 4 times a week. It's been about, am I drinking enough water? Am I listening to myself? Am I letting things linger, emotions linger? Am I feeling that get stored in my body? Like, I've been super aware of how I'm approaching this, and I feel like with that, it's made this all the more inspiring and really positive so far. I want to get into the online coach that I am working with, and that is through the app Copilot. I would like to thank Copilot for sponsoring today's video. Copilot is an affordable app that allows you to have remote one-on-one personal training. What I've loved so much is that they literally personalize the workouts to whatever your current goals are. I highly encourage strength training with Shayla, so she definitely worked that into the program. But not only do they tailor the workouts to your needs, but they'll also do it based off of whatever available equipment you have. At my new gym, I was able to tell her kind of the machines that I have, and she was able to structure my program based off of that. Not only are they going to create a personalized training program for you, but they can also offer nutritional guidance. If you have an Android or an Apple Watch, you are able to sync your workouts up with the app, which is really helpful, not only for yourself to keep track of, but also for your fitness coach to kind of get an idea of how hard you're working during the workout. You'll get matched to your coach, and you'll have an intro call with them. They will take the time to learn as much as they can about you and really ask all the questions that they can. Even while I'm working out, I do have the ability to message her if I want to send her a video regarding my form, or if I just want to message her with a question or just like a quick thought. That is always open and available 24/7. I am getting encouraged every step of the way to reach my goal, but most importantly, they're just taking a very holistic approach and just encouraging consistency, not drastic changes. Their focus is really on what can you do today to build to a long-term change. I just have to take a moment to really shout out my coach, because I feel like she has just played a huge role in getting me consistent again and just being so encouraging with the approach that she's taking with me. Whether you're looking to lose a little bit of weight or start building strength or just staying healthy, they've totally got you covered. You are so deserving of investing in yourself and in your health. Copilot is the game changer that you need to get yourself where you want to be at a fraction of the cost of working with a personal trainer. You guys can click my Copilot link in my description box to get a free 14-day trial with your own personal trainer. Hi guys. All right, I just finished my workout. It was so good. I got such a good sweat, and I feel like as the weeks go on, I'm getting stronger and stronger. Obviously, as you guys could see, there has been a change to my workout routine, but I have made it a point, I think I talked about this in the last video, that I want to give myself a month to really just like get consistent, get things down right before I start sharing that stuff on socials. And this is, you know, I probably sound like a broken record saying that, and that's fine. I accept that about myself. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys more about that once there's been some more consistency. But as you guys saw, Copilot has been a great aid in getting me like back and consistent in the gym. But I also truly feel that there are some different things at play that are actually making this a completely different experience for me. I've gone on a healing journey many times, but I think the one thing that I have constantly denied myself was like actual professional help. And I don't think everybody needs it. I definitely think there are some people that like do really great at doing shadow work by themselves and finding the right sources. But for me personally, I'm not very good or proactive about that. So I have also been seeing a naturopathic doctor and an integrative doctor. And I want to talk about that more later because it has been like a life-changing experience. And it was just my initial assessment. Like, I still have like 5 more appointments to do with Brian. They're called Shen Generation. But it's like changed my life in the last couple days. The whole thing with them is about like getting to, no way, I have to zoom in and show you this. I have to. Look at this man. You know, in 101 Dalmatians when they say that you look like your dog? No, that's unreal. God. That just like made my day. That unnecessarily made my day. Let's put it this way, okay? I told you guys when I was tested for PCOS and they said that I definitely didn't, and they were like, you just need to get on birth control due to irregular periods and hormonal breakouts, though not crazy, definitely some hormonal breakouts. And then I had my labs checked and they were like, yeah, everything's fine besides the fact that you have low good cholesterol and high bad cholesterol and high triglycerides, but like, you're good. Low vitamin D too, which a lot of people do. But I just feel like even when I was going to TIA, while they're great for like getting quick labs and seeing somebody quickly, it's still very much similar to going to like a Kaiser or any other doctor. Whereas with this doctor, he asked me questions I've never been asked before. Like, do you know if you were born via a C-section or naturally? Because that has a lot to do with your frontal cortex development. And there's like a bunch of studies to back that. And then he asked, like, do you know if you were breastfed or not? These all play into like the bigger picture. And I just felt so seen and so heard. And he was like, I can tell you right now, like, I feel inflammation in your body. I can definitely tell that there's some hormonal inconsistencies. And I got so emotional when I was there because it was a 2.5-hour appointment that was dedicated to doing everything but gaslighting me. It was like, oh, okay, let's look into that more. Let's understand that more. Asking questions, making me feel understood. Do you feel like you have self-esteem issues? What was your mom's like? What was your mother's life like when she was pregnant with you? Like, all these things play into you and like how your body responds to things. And it got so scientific as well. It was just the most insane appointment. And there are times where I wish that I recorded it. I just went like 3 days ago. But there are moments where I wish that I recorded it. But then there are also moments where I'm so grateful that I didn't record it, because I feel like recording the appointment would have taken away from how deeply I experienced it all. Because I feel that even though I would have been able to forget the camera was there, there would still be a part of me that knows the camera is there. And I really wanted this to be like a very spiritual, selfless act for myself. You know, I didn't want to think about how can this help other people. I really felt like for once I needed to selfishly just choose me and make this a very like sacred experience. And I know that sounds very like juju or whatever, very spiritual and like woo-woo. But it was just so necessary. So maybe I'll record future appointments. We're going to see, though, because if it's, I don't know. Maybe even if I just include B-roll, but I don't necessarily include audio, that can be a level for me to break, to make it more intimate for myself. But it was just life-changing. I guess the final thing I want to touch on is that, so we did all this body work, like on my legs and adjustments and all of that. I truly believe in chiropractic adjustments. And if you don't, that's fine. You don't have to believe it, but I do. It's worked wonders for me. It's healed chronic pain for me. And so he was like, hey, we're going to do a TMJ release on you now. And I was like, oh shit. I'm thinking he's going to crack my jaw or something. But I've seen videos on TikTok of like specific chiropractors or body workers doing a release of the cheek, because basically TMJ is your jaw and your joints, and like the friction and the cracking and popping comes from a lot of tension in the jaw, which obviously is going to correlate back to the muscles. So he put on gloves and like stuck his fingers in the cheek of my mouth and like pulled this muscle that was tight and like pulled it up and pushed it out and like released it. He's like, you're gonna be in a lot of pain. I don't care if you need to cry, cuss, laugh, scream. I don't care. Just do what you need to do to like cope through this. It was so painful. It was so like my body, not where I was like, you have to stop, but it hurt. Like my body was like tense, and he'd have to remind me to like loosen up. And once he did the release on this side, I like stopped, and then I just started crying. And it wasn't crying from pain, it was like an actual emotional release. And it was so beautiful. So I can talk about it. I don't know that I would have shown it, but I can definitely talk about it. So his wife is behind me. She's like there to assist and aid through the process. And I'm crying, and he's like, it's okay. Like, this is an emotional release. This is very common. Our jaws hold a lot of trauma. A lot of the times it's like a feeling of biting our tongue. And so we just end up storing all of that tension in here from gritting our teeth and clenching our jaw. It just all gets trapped in here. So oftentimes people will start laughing, like they'll just start letting out a ton of laughter, or they'll cry. So my reaction was to cry. And I didn't know what I was crying. I just couldn't help it. And she was behind me, and she was just so maternal. She like rubbed my chest. She was like, you did so good, like brushed my hair back, had tissues, and was just gently like wiping the tears from my face. You guys, that was single-handedly one of the most healing experiences. It could make me cry again now, because I felt so safe. I felt so safe. I felt so protected. There was not an ounce of judgment. I was encouraged to shake it out. I was encouraged to cry. I was encouraged to just like feel. And as I'm crying, he's like, you're so worthy. Like, I'm so proud of you for like letting this out. And as a words of affirmation girl, those things just really hit close to home. It was such a beautiful experience. So, and it sucks because I know me talking about it, half of you guys are probably tuned out listening to this, but if you are listening and you're in LA, it's expensive. Holistic doctors are expensive because it's Eastern medicine. It's Chinese traditional or Chinese Eastern medicine. And it goes against everything that Western medicine teaches us. So you have to kind of go in with an open mind and an open heart. But if you do, it can be the most healing thing of your life. And there has been a genuine shift in me. Like, people are like, you seem different, you seem happier, you seem lighter. I'm like, that's because I am finally working through my trauma. That therapy and taking care of my body, this really feels like a transformative era. However, I'm not going to use that word. It feels really like a healing era for me, genuinely, like doing the work, not just like healing era, going on hot girl walks, which there's no shame to that. I have a little bit of deeper work to do so that I can show up better for myself and better for others. But just finished my workout. It's Monday. I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble's right now because for my birthday, Ryan's sisters and one of his sister's boyfriends pitched in and got me like a $75 gift card to Barnes & Noble's, and I've been holding on to this since July. It's been almost 3 months. It has been 3 months since I've had this. So it literally says happy birthday on it. So we're going to go to Barnes & Noble's and see if we can find any books. And I'm hoping, since it's 10 a.m., it's Monday, and it's at the Grove, like I'm hoping there's not a lot of people there. I'm hoping that's like an empty bookstore. So we'll see, but I'll see you guys there. I want to quickly show you guys the books that I got at Barnes & Noble's today. I am also a premium member, and part of me is like, is it a waste of money to spend $40 a year on this premium membership? What?
It's only $40 a year?
A year. I know, right?
Okay.
It's justified, right?
I thought you were going to say $40 a month, and I was going to
Oh my God, no.
I was going to be like,
Jazz?
Jazz.
You're like, turn off the camera.
I'm like, Jazz, wait, whoa, $40 a year? And you got that cute bag?
That's what I'm saying. So
I paid
to
for
me,
it.
I just know, like, I never really order books on Amazon. One, because I love to actually feel books in my hand at a bookstore. It's the whole experience. But I do have a Kindle. So I'm like slowly transitioning to Kindle. But also at the same time, no matter what, I'm always going to try to keep books alive. We already lost Borders. Yeah.
Ow.
Borders was my childhood bookstore. That hit
Is that
tab.
a West Coast thing? No.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Anyway, I continue to support Barnes & Nobles because they are like our last standing book chain store, and like I'm holding on to that for dear life. And they're always just so nice. I just feel like they have like, again, Trader Joe's customer service.
Yes, it's like
They are like the perkiest, happiest, sweetest.
Oh my gosh, and then we went to Men, and they were...
And
wow.
I went to La La Land at the Grove, and they were also, they're all copying Trader Joe's. We know Trader Joe's is the original of this tactic of wonderful customer service.
Have you ever had Dutch Brothers coffee in like the Pacific Northwest?
We have one in Santa Rosa, but I haven't been there. There's always
It's
a
the
crazy
same-
line.
Same like culture of kindness.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so great. But it makes me think even more so. I'm like, oh, you can hire people like this, but the job can still burn them out. So they must actually take care of their employees enough
Yeah.
for them to show up with that attitude all the time. Okay, I want to show you guys what I got because I spent my $75 gift card in full. In fact, I think I went like $10 over. First, I got these they're little bookmarks. It's a sprout. And as you can see, that's what it'll look like.
That's really adorable.
I mean, isn't it? I'm like, I use receipts, I use stickers, like I'm not like an intentional bookmark person.
Every bookmark is the Barnes & Noble free cookie. If I go back to the cafe, every single time it's that second receipt.
Oh my God. I just saw these and I was like, I think this will make me happy on a regular. But look, I'm also seeing you can use it as a divider to keep the pages from like closing in.
Are they lights?
No,
They're just cute little
they're
sprout
just
thing.
little.
Aw.
Yeah, so
Okay, that's
I
cute.
got these little magic sprouts. And then I also got, wait, didn't I get something else? Oh, my tote bag. I'm like looking inside of it. I got this little tote bag for free with my membership, which I thought was very, very cute. Support your bookstores,
But like,
ideally local, but
I pay $40 for that.
oh yeah. I
They're
think
selling that at Erewhon for $120 right now.
100%. Same tote. In fact, this one's actually even nicer because it has a little pocket in here and a little place to like hook your keys. This is a nice little tote.
Oh my god, that is so cute.
Yeah. So, and they had different colors as well. They had like purple, blue, and red, I think. Okay, on to the books. So, I had so many books stacked up, I literally didn't know which ones to pick, but I have a tendency to buy like 5 books when I go to the bookstore, and I was not going to allow myself to do that this time. So, I kind of went out of my category in some. I just really tried to think about what would make me excited to read one book after another book after another book when they're all so good. So, the first one I got is Love and Other Words. This is by Christina Lauren, which I've now discovered that Christina and Lauren are 2 different people, and it's 2 female authors that co-wrote this book. So, it seems like it's gonna be like childhood lover trope, and they end up getting a second chance to be together. But she is somebody that is working in a pediatric residency, and she has like crazy hours, and she's currently engaged. And then one day randomly in a coffee shop, she sees the guy that she was like in love with in high school, and it kind of, what happened? Excuse
Is the mail
me.
here?
There it is. Oh, there it is. So yeah, this is a romance, and it seems like it's more of a realistic romance as opposed to, you know, what do you call it?
Like fairy tale romance?
I mean, yeah, like just like really cheesy romance. I don't think this is gonna be like a cheesy romance, but I don't know. I've heard amazing things about this book, so we'll see. This book made me excited. It's called How to Be Remembered by Michael Thompson, and the reason that this book made me excited is because the plot reminds me a lot of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, because basically there is a man named Tommy, and every single year he is destined for all the people in his life to forget who he is. And he's constantly trying to rebuild life. So basically, on the same day every year, everyone around him forgets that he exists, and he grows up enduring his own universal reset because he just gets a chance to reinvent himself, but then he ends up falling in love and having a baby, and it becomes about like how he is able to navigate this life. It seems like it's very coming of age and funny, and I also noticed as I'm reading that there are like these little symbols, and I think it's showing like how much time is left because it gets more and more full as the chapters go on, or like pages go on, and I'm assuming that's like before each reset. So very excited about this book. And then the final one I got is Cleopatra and Frankenstein. I think the inside of it sounded decently interesting. It sounds like it's a girl who is from the UK. She's an artist. She's 24. She's trying to get out of London and start a new life in New York. She meets Frank, and he is like this very secure man. Everything is kind of figured out in his life. And yeah, they end up having, he offers her the freedom to paint. Yeah, so it seems like they kind of start falling in love so that she can get her green card. They end up getting married, and since they did this crazy impulsive marriage and like fell in love quickly, they start going through like all the things that actually occur with marriage and implementing someone into your life so quickly. And it seems like it's supposed to be a really good book. I almost put this book back, but I was like, let me read the first few pages. And the way this girl writes is so, I don't know, it's quick and it's interesting, and the conversation flows really well, and it's like witty and fun and playful. So I'm pretty excited about this. I wanted to start all three of these at the same time, and that's how I know that I picked out good books. So that's my book haul. And then these can just...
Oh, I swear to God.
What happened?
If he peed on my bed just now, if he peed on my bed,
No.
Let's live action.
You're kidding me.
Because you're gonna see me call the ASPCA.
You are kidding.
Oh, I'll be so mad, Richard.
I think we're good. Wait, Tab, I'm more concerned with the fact that you just thought you were gonna pee on your bed because Richard jumped off the bed. Do you want to explain that?
I'd love to. I have been waiting for this platform for so long. When you are training dogs, they find the one thing that means the most to you, and that's what they target. Like when you're training, you're like, they know that something is important to you. So when Richard, if you're not listening to him, so he'll like cry when he needs to go outside. If you're ignoring his needs.
You're kidding.
He pees where my head goes when I sleep. He literally will come in here and he'll pee right here. And it literally is, it's just like, he feels disrespected by me, so he comes in and like disrespects my bed.
He spite pisses you.
It's always my side, and so whenever I hear quiet, and then I hear clunk.
And look at how guilty he looks, and he didn't even do anything wrong. He's like, you thought, huh?
My worst memories have started from this position.
Richard, we thought you did something naughty. Toby.
Oh.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that so hard? Look at him in the frame. Look at this stuff. You're gonna die. Oh. It almost looks cuter in the camera.
Toby. Richard. He's so guilty.
Wait, why does he look guilty even though he didn't do anything?
Because he thought about it. He thought about it. That is FBI's most wanted right there. He's like, I did it. I did it.
He winked at the camera.
Oh my God.
I am home now, and Ryan went and picked up some hand rolls for us for takeout. We're gonna watch the show The Leftovers, which actually is like several years old. But he just saw a TikTok about it, and I think I watched like the first 2 episodes. So we're gonna sit down and watch that right now and have some takeout. And then I think we're gonna go our separate ways. I'm gonna let him play Halo, and I'm gonna go upstairs and read my new books that I showed you guys. But for now, we're gonna hang out. Which one are these two?
We're finally watching something else besides
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind or some kind of show like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'll watch
The Ultimatum.
I'll watch it, but
Yeah.
not the biggest fan.
I tried to get him into The Golden Bachelor, and he was like, "That's where I draw the limit. Can we do something that is just a different niche?" So.
I'm like, can we watch something with like the end of the world or zombies?
Which is why we are now watching The Leftovers. But look at our food, it looks so good. This is like the yellowtail. This is like a crispy tuna with ponzu sauce. We got all the sauces here. And then this is tuna, salmon, and shrimp tempura. Baby, what are these ones?
Spicy tuna, spicy albacore,
Salmon.
spicy something else,
Salmon, and then shrimp
that honestly doesn't look good.
That's shrimp tempura, so I can eat that for you.
That just looks like a celery roll. Where are we at?
Pumpkin patch.
What are we doing?
Getting a pumpkin.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Let's get a nice round one.
Yeah, those ones are all like good middle-sized ones. I know, I was just looking at them. Little Naomi pumpkins. Pumpkins have been purchased, and she gave us these. And I'm actually kind of excited about doing this because I've never done this before. And everyone is so baffled, but I really just didn't grow up doing this sort of thing, so I'm really excited.
Who are you talking to? Talking to yourself again?
Yeah.
Long shoes.
Roll it on over, brother.
Going off-road.
They're so cute. Okay, are you gonna put their seatbelts on? No. Wonderful service. This is probably another reason that I never carved pumpkins. Need a man to load them up. Thanks, babe.
What? You can do which one?
The vermicelli black kitty. This one, look.
I thought you could open it from the inside.
Or
Oh, I let Chloe do the one. Yeah.
The only reason I thought of that.
I used to carve all the pumpkins. And one time we set up the whole front courtyard. She'd make us turn it off. I'm like,
My mom used to get dry ice in the corridor. We had like a little walkway to our house, and she would put dry ice. Dude, me and Julian thought we were like in a fucking movie or something. We were like, oh hell yeah.
they'd stand there with all the dry ice.
Yeah. What the hell?
Oh, do a little, Grim
Yeah,
Reaper.
you should do the little tiny ghost that I showed you.
Baby, what are you getting?
No, it's not what I said.
She's like, we should do a ghost.
Who was I telling? I was
Oh my gosh, I would have been He's made so much progress. I would have been going at this for like an hour. Thanks, babe.
Woo! Pop this bitch open and let's get to it. I'll put you for that.
Which one are you using? That was a good one.
Call my mother. Yeah. You have to grab it and like scoop it out with your hand.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, this doesn't look like too much work, does it?
No.
Give me this one.
So what do I do now?
have it and it picks it up really easy because I don't have the one that I used to have for the pasta.
Yum.
Oh, see, I didn't even realize that I should cut that off. Okay, I'll work on that.
Big Gunther.
Gunther?
Oh, my bad. Ryan's helping me sketch because I was going all wrong. Alright, let's begin.
I'm just kidding. No, you know what I want?
Oh shit.
Baby.
Dude, never mind. Forget every time I love Dom juice, but every time I shit my brains out. That's how it is with me when you stop. Or wax the legs, and I literally just slid out. That's on my back up. Good. Yeah, but it's okay. But when you cut this eye, you have to be super careful.
I actually gave myself even more buffer.
Yeah, maybe
Oh, that's adorable.
try to do this piece. Do this part of the ear first, because you want to keep this structure here.
Wow, see, I would not have thought of that at all. Okay. Wait, so you said do the eyes next?
Yes.
Oh yeah, somebody watching me.
I never really realized that there's like actually Halloween songs.
There's so many Halloween
Yeah.
songs.
I went to the premiere of the Michael Jackson Thriller at this like special.
That's cool.
They
Like
showed
a
like a
Ouija
picture
board,
of
you're
like
just
a
opening stuff.
Yep.
demon or something. Oh, that's
Me and Julian used the Ouija board when we were younger.
Baby, what? And you're worried about me doing an egg
We
cleanse?
said some crazy shit too. Nothing happened, but
that you know.
we just wanted to see if it was real. We're like,
It is real.
It definitely is.
What's the name gonna be like? Hey,
It's for Michelli.
oh yeah, so the cat in the house.
That's so cute. Oh my gosh.
And that was pretty. That was like not.
That's
super
awesome.